I wanted to talk about the state of Marvel and how Marvel has been under fire for a brick right now. The Miss Marvels, which I am supposed to see tomorrow, Miss Marvel's debuted as like Marvel's lowest box office movie. Now, I don't take much into that because people don't really like support. It's like to support women's leads in movies. You saw Black Widow, you saw the Rotten Tomato comments before the movie even came out. Now, I'm not saying it was the greatest, but when it's a woman charged movie, a lot of people don't like to support it. That's just God. That's the God honest truth. You see that in every aspect of life, whether in sports, whether it's WNBA, people still struggle to support it, even though that it's growing in popularity. It's still nowhere close to the NBA or a male dominated sport. Same thing as college basketball, even though again that is on the rise. It's nowhere close to men's college basketball as far as viewership and support. So I'm not going to look at Miss Marvel as the low box office, like the lowest in Marvel history. I'm not going to look at it. Let me say it like this. I'm not going to put it solely on the women. I know. No. So a lot of people are attributing low sales and low viewership for a lot of the Marvel movies after Endgame and a lot of Marvel products after Endgame because of fatigue, superhero fatigue. And I will acknowledge and I will state for the fact that there has been a writer's strike, and a writer's strike has affected the recent releases of a lot of things. And while there is some truth to superhero fatigue, because there's a lot of stuff Marvel has, whether that's Loki, which was really good in my opinion. You have the Winter Soldier and Captain America, like the show Secret Invasion, and Captain Marvel and She-Hulk, and then you have Ant-Man and Spider-Mans and stuff like that. I do think that there is a superhero fatigue, but I also think, and trust me, you can tell, there has been a Call of Duty-like approach to Marvel ever since Endgame. And what I mean by Call of Duty-like, it's Call of Duty continues to put out games year after year after year after year, and kind of like 2K as well. And I feel like the quality of the games continue to go down because at this point, you're not really putting it out to make the best game. You're putting it out to make the most money because you know that people are going to buy it. So, like Modern Warfare 3 is pretty much a glorified $70 DLC game that was originally supposed to be DLC for Modern Warfare 2, but because they understand how much money that Modern Warfare and Call of Duty itself makes, they made it as a game, and they're racking up, even though the game and everyone that's buy the game is pretty much saying, yo, this is just a glorified DLC. But I think that people aren't taking, or the creators of this stuff, or of Marvel and these superhero shows and stuff, and I've kind of felt this for a while now. They're banking on the success of the old, and they're banking on their success with Iron Man and Captain America with Chris Evans and Thor and the Avengers Endgame and the Avengers Infinity Wars and Age of Ultron. They're banking on that success and expecting the viewer to continue to give them the benefit of the doubt and continue to give them okay, well, that movie wasn't that good, but these are the same people that made the Avengers, so they're going to make the next one's going to be good. I just feel like they haven't cared about the product as much as, or about the experience as much as the money that they're making. Now, I understand that it's still a business and you got to make money, but you're pumping out movie after movie after movie and not letting them live. And now you're in a situation with the whole Jonathan Majors thing. So what are you going to do with Kang? Looks like they're scrapping that. And now that you're feeling such a weight on the shoulders of your next few movies, and your last few have been not that good, it's like, okay, let's see if we can bring back characters that are dead in the franchise. It's just a lot. I think Marvel Studios would benefit greatly if they did the same thing I think that 2K should do, the same thing that I think that Call of Duty should do, is maybe take a year or two off and really develop your stuff and really figure out what made your product so great. Outside of course, the actors, because the actors were pretty good. But what made your stuff so great? And try to get back there. Because where you're at now, there's only so much mid you can put out before you lose the consumer. And I'm not saying that Miss Marvel's is mid, because I have not seen it yet. But then you get to a point where you have low sales, and your people are now starting to become a punchline. When we talk about Ant-Man and we talk about Thor: Love and Thunder, and these are complete misses. So now it's tainting and tarnishing what you've built. So now Marvel Studios is like, no one expects greatness coming from you anymore. You know that feeling that you had going into Endgame or going into Infinity Wars, or that feeling that I had watching Captain America Civil War or Winter Soldier? You don't get that feeling anymore. And I feel if you take a year or two off, really develop your movies, trust me, the consumer's still going to be there. And they actually may be even more anticipatory because they understand that you took some time and really cultivated this, instead of just keep doing what Call of Duty does and doing what NBA 2K does and Madden. Pump it out year after year after year after year after year. And because you don't give the writers much time, because you don't give the special effects people much time, because you don't give the actors much time, you're getting half-ass product that you're giving to the world, which ultimately is tarnishing what you're doing. Let's take some time off, man. Now, me, I'm a Marvel fan. I'm still going to watch. But trust me, as a Marvel fan, and as a superhero fan, I've watched damn near every single superhero movie, whether that's Marvel, whether that's DC. I just like those type of movies. I don't remember the last time. The last time I really enjoyed a superhero movie is probably Across the Spider-Verse. That is probably I've watched that like 4 times now. And that's probably one of my favorite movies like ever, because they put so much detail into that. But if we're talking about live action, probably was it No Way Home? Spider-Man was the last movie I like really thoroughly enjoyed. There were aspects of Black Panther or Wakanda Forever, but I kind of understand what they were doing there. I did not like Love and Thunder at all, even though I did like Christian Bale as the God Butcher. I loved how he portrayed the character, but that movie was not good. Ant-Man, the only part I liked was Kang. He don't look like he's gonna be there no more. Yeah. Take some time off, Marvel. Get back to the roots, Because right now, what you putting out hasn't been the best. Now, I'll support because I like Marvel movies and I like superhero movies in general, but just trust me, if I'm feeling this, imagine what a super fan's feeling, or imagine what a casual fan is feeling. That they don't really have no ties to you, so why would they continue to support Marvel Studios when they keep putting out stuff like Secret Invasion? Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.